Well, hello there, folks, and welcome to a pre-recorded edition of Chalking with Babycakes. You're not going to really see me tonight because I'm doing this pre-record and I want to go ahead and get this done. And I will be doing the third set of items for my friend that wanted me to do some items for her class. Well, not her classroom, but her office at the school for when school starts. So I wanted to go ahead and get this going so we can get it done. And this one should be relatively easy. We've got this one big project right here and two smaller ones. I'm going to go ahead and do these two smaller ones quickly though, or first I should say, because what'll happen is I'm going to be doing something on the flip side of these. So I need to let these guys dry. So I am going to go ahead and welcome. Thank you for joining me. If you are new to chalking, I really appreciate you being here. If you are new to chalking, there are a couple of things you're going to need to get started out. One, you're going to need a surface, and it can be any type of surface. It can be a chalkboard, it can be a piece of wood, it can be a mirror, it can be a window. You can use just about anything to chalk on, not going to lie. And I've used a lot of different surfaces to chalk on. Then what you're also going to need is you're going to need a, let's see, what else? I can't even think right now, guys. You're going to need your silkscreen stencil, which is what this is. You're going to need some chalk paste, some washable chalk paste, which is what this is. You'll need a stir stick, you'll need a squeegee, and all these things to make your masterpiece. It's super easy. As you can see, it takes just a few seconds to actually get your design on here, and you'll be good to go. Now, what you're going to see though is when I do this one, it's going to take me a hot minute to do it because I'm going to do what's going to be called the paste and peel method. And I'm going to be doing the paste and peel method because I'm going to want to, I'm doing multiple colors on here. Now, another thing you're going to need is a heat gun. And I use this heat gun to go ahead and dry up the surface that I just did. And I'm using a shimmer paste on this one. And so sometimes the shimmer paste takes a little bit longer to dry. So I'm just trying to get these dried up real quick. And then I'm going to put a couple of bees on here because this is a nice little bee, a bee themed, I can't even think tonight, guys. A little bee themed grouping. So I want to just put these bees on here, and if you see, I can actually do these bees multiple times without washing the stencil. Typically you want to wash your stencil just about every time you use it, but if you're doing something real quick like this, you can go ahead and get these on here, go real quick with them, and it'll be fine. Now you'll know when it's time to go ahead and get your stencil washed, because what'll happen is the paste won't be going through that silkscreen portion of it, and that will be good. All right, so we got those two bees, and let's do this little bee. And then we're gonna set these to the side and let them dry while I work on the kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul sign. We'll set these aside. My door opened. I wonder who was trying to get in here. I wonder if it was my child or my dog. It could be either.
I was trying to close it. It opened.
Oh, okay. My child was trying to close it. All right, the other thing I have right behind me is a bath, a water bath. And that's what I use to clean all my stencils with. Now, if you see, this one's going to be a little bit tough, guys. So one of the things you're going to want to do, especially if it's a larger stencil, you'll want to go ahead and do the squeegee thing down on here. And that gets all the air bubbles out of there. And you want to make sure that you have all the air bubbles out. Let me see if I can pull this thing down just a smidge. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm doing two different colors here. I'm going to do a green and a red. So I'm going to go ahead and do the little red guys and see if I can make it. Now remember how I was saying this, the shimmer paste dries a little bit slower than the regular chalk paste. So I'm going to work with this for a few seconds and hoping that the paste does not dry in the silkscreen portion of the stencil. So when I pull the stencil up, the paste will not come up with it. So sometimes if the paste dries inside of this silkscreen portion, when you lift the stencil up, the paste will come with it, which is why I do the paste and peel method here. If you see, that did not happen on this one. So I'm going to take this little stir stick. I do not like it when that happens. I'm going to take this little stir stick and I'm going to put it right here and right up at the top here. And I'm going to gently lay that back down. Now, we are going to do the kind words are like in this gray color. So I'm just going to slather some paste on there. And you don't have to, when you're putting the paste on there, you don't have to make it to where the paste is completely covering the silkscreen portion, because you're going to squeegee it around to get the paste into all those little nooks and crannies. Okay? Just kind of like I'm doing right here. And then, of course, all the paste goes right back into the jar. So you can go ahead and squeegee all of that back right into the jar and it'll be just fine. We're going to go ahead and do this whole lift thing up again. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to hope that the flowers don't get messed up too terribly much. Gosh darn it. Now sometimes when you put your little stir stick down there, you accidentally get it on a portion that you don't want it on, so that's why I moved it. So I'm going to do these in the gold to go along with these words. So I'm just kind of trying to use coordinating colors here a little bit. So we've got the gold here. And I'll put gold here. Now don't worry guys, I'm a professional. I've been doing this a hot minute. And I'm going to do the honey in this, it's called Harvest Shimmer. It's one of my favorite colors. And as you can see, I am working relatively quickly on this because I do still have those two pieces that I haven't pulled up, so I don't want them to dry on there and make it to where the paste pulls up with it. I'm going to get all the excess and put it right back in the jar over here. Now I'm pretty excited because not this coming weekend, but the following weekend, well, not the following weekend either, to be honest with you, but in a couple weekends, I promise, we are going to be moving me out of this area that I'm currently in and moving me into the storm shelter area. So I will have more room to make all my creations. I'm pretty excited about that. All right. Now we're gonna do this in green. We're gonna do the bee in the honey again, or in the honey, in this shimmer color, this shimmer, shimmer harvest. Guys, words are hard for me tonight. Not gonna lie. They're a little hard for me. Okay. And then we're gonna do this guy in the green. If you see, I've been using a bunch of different tools. I've been using regular squeegees, I've been using smaller squeegees. This tool that I'm using right here is called a multi-tool, and that helps you get into some pretty thin spaces. I also have a couple other tools that can get into even smaller spaces. We have tools for everything. Okay. Lift this up, and as you see, I keep lifting it up just a little bit, and then putting it right back down. And then if you see, what I do here is I kind of make sure that this silkscreen portion of it is down all the way, so this way I can make sure I don't get any bleeds underneath the stencil. It does happen from time to time. If you don't have a good enough seal or you have air bubbles in it, it will happen. And again, you just pull all of this off of here and you put it right back into the paste jar. Then you pull this all the way off. And then I throw it back here into my water bath and I let it sit until I'm done with the rest of it. Didn't this turn out good? Isn't that awesome? I know it. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Didn't that turn out awesome, guys? I really love how it turned out. So I'm going to put this one to the side. And we are going to finish up these guys. Finish up the back side of these guys. But what I'm going to do, because I want to make sure, I mean, that's still a little damp. So I go ahead and get my heat gun out. And you want to use the low setting on the heat gun, because if you do use the higher setting, what could happen is the paste can bubble up, and you don't really want the paste to bubble up. So get these guys done up. We're almost done, guys, I promise. How cool is that? I told you this was going to be a quick one. Even though we're doing double-sided stuff, it's not going to take long at all. Oh, that one's damp. Now what I'm going to do, because I already have a design on one side, I'm going to go ahead and put down a towel. Underneath here, so this way this doesn't get all scratched up. And as you see, I already have this one ready to go on here. So we're going to do the letters again in the gold shimmer. And I've got so many squeegees for that one right now. A little bit of paste goes a really long way, guys. Now, if you're, like I said, if you're ever interested in doing something like this, all you have to do is let me know. I would love to come and chalk with you and your friends. I will bring everything you need. I have special deals for that because you can host your own chalk and talk. And I would love, love, love to help you with that. All right, this one's going to be a little bit different because it's going to be a big one, but I'm only using the a little small portion of it. I'm only using the Be the Sunshine. And if you're ever interested in making some of these things yourselves, but you don't want to host a Chalk and Talk, you just kind of want to buy the supplies, just let me know and I can help you out with that too. Trust me, I can help you out with so many things. Oh, you know what I'm going to have to do, guys? I am going to have to wash these V's so I can do the V's on the back sides of these guys. And then we'll be done. I have towels laying everywhere around here, but none that I can readily use, it feels like. Alright, just like I did on the other side of these, I am going to go ahead and get my heat gun out. And I'm going to do this quickly because I do want to start getting into my water bath and cleaning my stencils in my water bath, because you don't want to let them sit in the water bath too terribly long. The longer you let them sit, the more likely they could lose their stickiness, and you don't want that to happen. That would be a bad, bad thing. And these are all going to go on the board and base. So this is the board, the chalkboard, and then it's got a base that will go with it, that you can put this in to stand it up. And sometimes when I don't talk, guys, it's because I'm concentrating a little bit too much. I think that looks great. So we have this 3-piece set, this really cute looking 3-piece set. Let me go ahead and set it out here for you. So you've got that, and I'm trying to make it to where you can see it. Let's do it this way so you can actually read the words. So you have that, and then you'll have these on the board and base to go along with them. So really cute, easy peasy project. And if you ever have anything that you would like me to make for you, I would love to help you out with that. All right, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I will chat with you later. Bye-bye, guys.